Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for March 18th of 2025 is titled LDN 1235, the Shark Nebula. So what do we see here? Well, here we see an example of a dark nebula. Now, a dark nebula, dark dusty region in space that is material that is from stars, either left over from star formation or produced in the outer layers of stars and then expelled out into space. Now, why do we call it the Shark Nebula? Well, for its vague resemblance perhaps to a shark that you might see here on Earth. Now, does it really look like a shark? Of course not. It's just a random composition of particles. But our minds don't like things that are random, so they tend to bring it some kind of pattern to randomness, and our brains try to put some kind of coherent pattern to it. So when we think it might look like something, one person may see it and then others may follow as well, recognizing that perhaps this does have some kind of apparent pattern in the sky. Now, the dark nebula again is dust, and we see the darker areas that will block out light from behind. And that is what the dust does. It dims the light from stars behind it. And if there is enough concentration of dust there, it will actually block out their light altogether. So you can see some of these very dark regions. There are no stars behind them, not because there are truly no stars there, but because there is enough material between us in those regions that the light is completely blocked out. Now, compared to sharks here on Earth, this is an incredibly large one, being about 15 light years across. So from one end to the other, 15 light years. So obviously many times larger than anything we have here on Earth, as the distance from our sun to its nearest stellar companion is only a little over 4 light years. So this is many times that distance. In terms of how far away this one is, about 650 light years away, which means, as we've looked at before, we don't see it as it is right now, but instead as it was 650 or so years ago, when the light that we're seeing when this image was taken finally arrived at Earth. Now we see some blue coloring around some of the brighter stars there, and those are also caused by the dust. That is what we call reflection nebulae. That is when the light from the star is scattered off of dust grains around it. And the dust is very good at scattering the short wavelengths, such as the blue light. So the blue light seems to come from all around that dusty area, whereas the red light travels straight through. And that gives us a way to really better study nebulae like this, and that is to look at them in the infrared. Even longer wavelengths like infrared will penetrate through the dust and give us a peek into some of these regions where stars are still in the process of formation. So that was our picture of the day for March 18th of 2025. It was titled LDN 1235, the Shark Nebula. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.